I don't see Benson when I enter the library. Not entirely unheard of. He does occasionally have to do actual work. But despite my homework, the real reason I came here was to see him, to talk to him. And my nerves are so frazzled that when I don't immediately catch sight of him, my still recovering brain finds it impossible to formulate a plan B. "Oh, Tavia, dear." Marie's soft voice scares me so badly I spin with an audible gasp. I have got to simmer down. "Benson's back in the file room. Would you like me to get him for you?" Marie is the head librarian and technically Benson's boss. She's about as strict as a bowl of whipped cream, and Benson adores her, which means that she adores him, and who wouldn't, but also that she often hovers when we're working and pays me extra attention because I'm Benson's special friend. And she always pronounces my name wrong. We've had the conversation. Tave, it rhymes with cave, not mauve, but it never sticks. Yes, please," I answer, hoping she didn't notice the stutter. She just smiles and heads toward the back of the library at a maddeningly slow pace, her silver wavy hair bouncing as she walks. I suppose it's not a particularly complimentary testament to my social life that my only friend is a library intern, but considering I'm attending high school online and don't have a classmate within 100 miles, I can hardly be choosy. After missing 4 months of school for physical and neurological recovery, online was pretty much my only option if I didn't want to be a super senior. Besides, Reese and Jay thought it would be better for me to get a whole new start out here, 1,000 miles away from my old life. At first, I assumed they just didn't want to move, and I didn't blame them. But in the end, I think they were right. I like being someplace new, where I'm not immediately labeled the poor girl who lost both her parents, broken and orphaned. Something tells me there's no going back to normal after either of those, much less both. Plus, classwork gives me an excuse to get out of the house almost every day to come here and see Benson. Not that I need an excuse, but I don't want Reese and Jay to think I'm trying to get away from them. And I'm not. Exactly. It's just weird to be in the house with Reese all day long every single day. I'm 18, I should be out doing high school stuff. Football games, school plays, hanging out at McDonald's eating my weight in French fries. The kind of stuff I used to occasionally let my friends drag me out for back in Michigan. The kind of stuff I'd decided to do more of my senior year at my new art school. Maybe even with a guy. A nice, artsy guy. And then my plans crashed along with the plane. Things like that don't interest me anymore. I'd accepted that I would have a secluded senior year when an English assignment sent me to the library for the first time a couple of months ago, and Benson Ryder was the one who introduced himself to me. Then taught me how to use microfiche. Friendship at first sight. Literally. I slip into a chair at our usual table and knead the muscles on my right leg. They're always a little tender after the half-mile walk here, before glancing around the sparsely populated library. It generally isn't too busy between 9 and 4 unless one of the local elementary schools is having a field trip. It gets busier in the afternoon when school's out, but one of the advantages of online school is that I can go to the library anytime I want. Plus, Benson is more likely to be free to study with me when fewer people are there to ask for his help, or overhear the conversation we're about to have. As I reach into my backpack to pull out my textbooks, I'm dismayed to see my hands are shaking. Am I nervous to tell Benson? That doesn't seem quite right. Maybe I'm just still so messed up from everything that's happened. And I'm not sure exactly how to tell Benson about the blonde guy from yesterday. And last night. This morning, technically. I don't even know his name, but he feels special somehow. My secret. Not the kind of secret that makes you feel guilty and empty inside. He's a cappuccino secret. Something sweet and frothy that warms me from the middle out. Still, I need to tell Benson. I should tell someone in case this guy is really dangerous. Though even the thought makes me prickle in defense, as though I know him. Benson will understand, won't he? Benson knows everything about me.